Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist with Builderall. We are today inside of our e-learning, doing our live training, which we do Monday through Friday, every single day. On Fridays, you can click the link here to get access to this is actually the Zoom link. If you reach this page and you don't see the video, you just see like a gray screen with a line here, just enter your name. Once you do, you will get access to the video. If you are anywhere besides my local business group and you are watching this video and you want to actually join the live training, you can click the link in the description of the video. You'll see this here. If you are already a Builderall member, you can log in here with your Builderall credentials and get access to the page. You can also create a free account here to get access. Okay, so if you've never joined us before, just create a free account and you'll get access to this page here. Okay, so lots of cool things to go over today. Looks like Jim is here. Hi, Jim. He said he missed yesterday, but watched the replay this morning. Yay! Ray is here. Mia is here. Mark is here. Yay! Hi, everyone. So today is a really cool day. We're actually going to talk about LinkedIn. We talked yesterday about Facebook marketing. So if you click over here, I wanted to kind of start in here today just to show you in case you have missed some things. This is what we're working on right now in our series. So I'm showing you how to get clients for your agency. Okay, so we created we actually chose a niche, which is lawn care business owners is who our target is, and we created a funnel to give to them. It's basically like a done-for-you lawn care management system with a website template, and we created two different funnels, one for an affiliate, one for an agency, also some social media graphics. Yesterday we talked about how to prospect on Facebook with our offer that we created. Today we're going to talk about prospecting on LinkedIn. Okay, so I do have some things that I want to share with you that I've actually, if you click here, this is today's video. You'll see down here I have given you a LinkedIn checklist, which we're going to go over in just a second. Also, a LinkedIn groups guide that you can download here as well. And if you didn't receive the templates that I'm talking about, you can access those here. Okay, so this is actually a super good deal that I'm going to tell you about in just a second. It's not a Builderall tool. It's just something for LinkedIn that I want to go over with you in just a second. So let me go ahead and minimize this, and you will see we have, actually, let me move this over because I want to be able to get your questions. So I'm just going to move these things over so that we can actually get started today. All right, let me go back to our home page so I can see your questions. Give me just a second here. Okay, we're good to go. Or as Shelly says, cooking with gas. Okay, so I'm not going to go over this whole checklist. I just want to show you because I'm going to we're going to talk about actually prospecting today, but I wanted to give you this checklist because it talks about basically how to be successful on LinkedIn. It's very different from Facebook because it's for businesses. It's not for, social, okay? So it just talks about the current state of LinkedIn, creating a killer profile that converts more leads. You do need to have your profile complete. You using keywords and hashtags is really great. You also want to highlight your experience and all of those things. I'm just going to breeze through here. Obviously, content marketing, sharing blog posts, sharing images, graphics, all kinds of, articles, videos, all of that stuff that you would normally share. Just make sure that it's business focused. Okay, you don't want to share, cat videos and things like that. LinkedIn has groups in addition to company pages and profiles. We'll talk all about that in just a second. And then, of course, there's a way to measure and monitor your results. LinkedIn also has a premium account. Again, we'll talk about that in just a second. Finding and selling your prospects, LinkedIn mistakes to avoid. Okay, so the cool thing about this checklist is you could technically take this checklist and turn this into an entire social media campaign on LinkedIn to show people how to be successful in LinkedIn. Okay. The other document that I'm going to give you here is LinkedIn groups. So this is basically some guidelines and some best practices, okay, for LinkedIn groups so that you can make sure that you're using them to the best of your ability, okay? So I have those again. They're going to be in the day 6 section, but I of course want to share them in the chat just so you guys have access to them. So let's get this housekeeping stuff out of the way. Let me move this over here just to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and paste the best practices document here, but again, it will be in day 6. Okay, once we're done, it's actually in day 6 right now. And then I'm going to share with you this checklist. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste there. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, definitely check that out, especially if you want to do LinkedIn marketing for clients. Okay, so now we are in LinkedIn. Okay, so this is my actual timeline for my LinkedIn profile. There are different, you have a profile just like you do on Facebook. Okay, then you have company pages just like you do on Facebook, and then we have groups. All right, so if you see, I actually have a profile, and that's what you're going to use to drive traffic to your page. All right, so you always want to think about that spider web effect. You can't, if you have a LinkedIn business page, this is my page here, you can't make connections. Okay, you can invite your connections to your page, but you can't invite people to follow your page, right? So it's kind of like Facebook where you can only invite your friends to follow. Okay, so I only have 289 followers on this page. I'm not too active on LinkedIn, but my scheduler does schedule things, so you'll see I almost never come to LinkedIn, but you'll see it looks like I do because I'm always sharing content here. Okay. So this is the admin view. You can look at your content here and just, kind of look at some milestones and some trending articles. You have access to that. Employee milestones, which I don't have any employees. And then company news. Again, I don't have any of that. You can access your analytics here and activity. I just wanted to give you a brief overview of LinkedIn and the different options. I honestly used LinkedIn for a while and had no idea they even had company pages. So if you have a profile and you want to create a company page, just go here to, let's see, I think it's view my profile. And I think you can create a company page here, or maybe it's here. Oh, where does it say? Somewhere here. Okay. Yeah, create a company page. That's where it is. Okay, so you, of course, just like Facebook, you want to have your own company page because it just helps to establish you. Once you have that company page, then you can connect it to your profile so people can see, if they come to your profile, they can see your company page. Now, one thing too, if you ever did want to manage social media or LinkedIn for clients, you have to add them here. This is something, again, I just wanted to touch on because I didn't know this. It took me a minute to figure it out. But for example, this is one of my clients here. Okay, I had to add them to my work experience so that I could request access as an admin on their page. Okay, so that's just really important to know. Again, I didn't know that before. All right, so when you have, the very first thing that you need to do, obviously, is optimize your profile. You need to have all of this. There's no use in prospecting on LinkedIn if you don't have this locked down to a T. This is basically your LinkedIn website. This is your resume. This is what's going to tell them everything they need to know about you, okay? So definitely want to check all of that out. One cool thing here is you can actually endorse people. Like you see, someone endorsed me here. That's a great way to get noticed. It sends a notification. It also highlights here. So, if anyone notices that that I was endorsed, or that actually goes on my timeline. So if someone endorses me, it looks good. So again, it's a great way for them to, if you endorse them, it's a great way for them to notice your skills and highlight your skills. Okay. You can also send kudos to someone. Let's type in. I'm just going to type in lawn care here. We'll just get started. Here's a person. If I wanted to send kudos. Of course, it's going to make a liar to me. I don't see kudos on this one. Maybe it's because we're not a contact. But anyway, you have the option of basically sharing that profile and saying, hey, great job on this. It's just a great way to connect. Okay, so let's actually start talking about how are we going to get our offer in front of lawn care business owners. Okay, first thing we want to do, just search lawn care. As soon as you search lawn care, you see that all of these company pages show up here. So I would literally, first I want to just search lawn care, and just that blank statement or that term alone, you'll see that we have people who rank under lawn care, we have companies, we have posts, like individual posts regarding lawn care, and groups, and then of course there's more people that we are not connected to. All right, so what we want to do first is let's look at companies. All right, so this is just a free account. There are other accounts we'll talk about in just a minute where you have a lot more options, but you can follow these companies if you want to. The best way would be to follow and then comment on their posts. So let's go to this company right here. Let's see, they have a website, and again, and that's a broken link. Okay, so that would be someone that I would contact, and I would message them or try to follow them, or some way I want to get in contact with them. Let's click here and see. Okay, yeah, so their website's not even connected. They might not even be in business. That would be someone that I would contact with our solution, right? So if you go down here, let's see, here's another one. Let's check out their website. It's definitely taking a while to load, so that's probably not a good thing. So their website doesn't look terrible. Okay, and again, we're doing this same exact process that we do on Facebook. We're just looking, right? We're looking for the lawn care businesses who have company pages and who does not have a website. Those are going to be the top criteria for what we're looking for, okay? If they don't have a website. You'll see that, of course, there are people. Let's search for people in lawn care. But the thing about this, if we change these categories, we can search people. But the thing about this, you have to know, and make sure that they're the owner and not just a technician. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's not worth connecting with them as a technician, but you definitely want to pay attention to the owner. Okay, and on just the generic free LinkedIn account, you can't really sort by owner. You only have the option here to sort like the term that you want to use, and then people, jobs, posts, companies, schools, groups, events, and courses. Okay, you can also choose your first connection, means that they are a direct connect of you on your LinkedIn page. A second degree connection would be if they are connected to someone who's connected to your page. And then a third degree or plus would be someone who is connected to your second degree and on. Okay, so you can choose the level of connection that you're searching. Also, you can choose the location. Now, for me, since I have a lawn care business, I certainly don't want to choose Indiana. Or maybe even I could choose Indiana, but certainly not my area. So if I want to be very specific about the areas that I want to choose, I can just type in United States, or I can type in the city and the country. Okay. And you can choose current country or company. So if I only wanted to contact people who work at True Green, I could choose this here. Okay, since we're looking for business owners, there's not really a great way on LinkedIn aside from saying, okay, this person is an owner. So I'll send them a connection request. This person's a technician, so I won't. This person's an owner, so let's go ahead and send a connect request. And it says you can add a personal note, which you always want to do. But when you add a personal note, make sure that it is not something like, hey, I have this great offer for you. You should really try this out. You're just, again, like I said yesterday, you just want to make sure that your first connection is simply to set up the next connection. Okay, you don't ever want to do like a cold pitch because they probably won't accept your request. Okay, so you want to be very clever when you're sending this message, and you could just say, let's say, I would say, I saw we are both in the lawn care industry. Now, if I was an agency and I was contacting them, obviously I wouldn't say this because that would be a lie. But I might say, I saw we are both business owners. Let's connect, or something like that. Or maybe we can help each other. So I would say something like that, but definitely don't lie. But I want to use, and this is what I talk about. When you're choosing a niche to go after as an agency, choose one that you know very well, because that makes now you have two levels of expertise that you can help them. Okay. So let's say, I'm just going to say, I saw we were both in the lawn care, or I saw we are both lawn care business owners. Let's connect. And you only get 300 characters here. Okay, so you don't really need to be, it doesn't need to be too super long. Okay, so we're just going to click send here. Now, I talked about there are some premium features that you can click here, and again, we'll talk about that in just a second, but I would just send this. Okay, now what I'm doing is every day I want to get these connections, but I want them to be targeted connections, because just like Facebook, if you message the first, you can't, on a regular account, you can't message if you're not connected. Okay, so that's one of the big things why you want to make sure that you are connecting and you're not spamming. Okay, so I would, this is another lawn care business owner, so I would send them a connection, and so on. Okay, so you guys get the point. You are only connecting here. Now, once they are in your network, you can click here for My Network, and you can choose connections, and you can choose, let's type in lawn. Okay, so that doesn't work. Let's type search with filters. So basically what I want to do is just, search through all of these. Maybe I want to go to show results for all of my filters here. Okay, and then I want to sort them here. Okay, so these are all the filters that you have available to sort through for the free plan. Now, if you go to one of the LinkedIn members premium plans, you have different options here. So if you are, I guess they break this down, like get hired and get ahead. So this would be like the basic one, grow and nurture your network. This is probably the one that you may want, or this one here. But basically, just depending on whatever your business is, if you want to have more features, you just need to choose one of these plans here. There's also a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. This is a very powerful tool. Basically, what you're doing with the LinkedIn Sales Navigator is you're getting more options. Okay, so you could actually choose CEOs. You can message them even if they are not a connection. So your message will end up in their box. So it kind of shows you all the different options, and you can really first you can try it for free and see if it works for your purpose, but you can really fine tune your search and the ability to message them. As long as they open your message in Sales Navigator and then they respond then you don't have, it doesn't go against your credits. That's kind of how they have it set up. So you definitely, again, you don't want to be spammy. When you message them, you always want to be creative and get them to respond first. Okay. That is the first contact. And, they set it up like that for a reason, because you should never be, that's like sales 101. You should never be cold pitching people. You really want to, especially on social media, you want to build that network and that relationship, and at least ask them one question before you go into your pitch. All right. So that's LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, here is that cool tool that I was showing you, that I gave you the link for. Okay, so this is actually, it's called Linvo. Like I said, this is not a builder-all tool. This is actually just something that I just found yesterday that I had to share with you guys, because this is super, super cool. I actually found this on AppSumo. So if you go to AppSumo, just to give you a little, you can search. Actually, let me just go here. Let me open this up, because I'll put the link in the chat. If you go to day 6, you can actually get this tool. It retails. Let me actually look this up for you. Let me see. Copy link address. I'm going to go back here. Let me add this to the chat. Let me just add my name again. I'm going to paste this here. Okay. So this is actually, if you were to purchase this, I know I should really tell you how cool it is before I start talking about how much it costs, but how much it costs is like unbelievable. So if you search for Linvo, this is why I was excited to share this with you guys, because I think this is just as powerful, if not more powerful, than Sales Navigator and all of that. So let me see. Linvo, I think it is this one here. If you go to their website here, let me see if it even tells you how much it is. But yeah, it doesn't really tell how much it is here, but I think it's like $50 a month, okay? But if you go to AppSumo, you can click that link and actually even save $10 if you've never purchased from AppSumo before. But AppSumo, it's legit like $49 for a lifetime, okay? So since I told you all of that, honestly, I was like, what? I can't believe this is so cheap. So that's why I bought it yesterday, and I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is such a cool tool that I just found. So how this works is basically, when you're creating your, when you first get your account, what you're doing is you get your own IP proxy address. So this makes sure that you don't get blocked by LinkedIn, okay? You can put your email address here, and you can set it for actions per day. Now, if you just have a normal account like I do, where you don't pay for anything, you really don't want to do any more than 80 actions per day, because you want to kind of replicate real time. You want to put your business hours in here, because that's when it's going to run. And it also integrates with Zapier. So Zapier is super cool. The integration is, I'm getting ready to show you because it's so awesome. You can create campaigns here. Okay. So basically how this works is, if I click new campaign, I can choose connect, okay, because I don't have anything else in here. I can choose whether, I can choose like Mr. It will basically read the profile. It says right here, we're using face recognition algorithm on the user profile picture to determine if it's male or female, okay? So what you're going to do is, these are basically placeholders, and when they send these messages, it's going to override to be the default. So if we put this in here and we message someone, and they were a woman, it would say Miss instead of Mr. Okay. Same with the name. You can add the name if you want to say, hi, Bob. You can add their last name. You can add their company. And then you can even add a competitor. It says competitor line will be shown only if we find a competitor. Okay, so you do have those options there. Now, this is the message that you're going to send when you connect. Okay, so you could say, hey, I noticed we were both in the whatever, both business owners, let's connect, and then generate text and add. Okay, so I already actually built one, so let's go to the list here. And let's click on here. You give your campaign a name. I just said lawn care business owners. And now you need a link. Okay, so this is how this generates all of the connections for you. This is why this is so cool. All right, so go to LinkedIn and you can only search people. All right, so and I don't think it matters for the level. So what I want to do is I just want to type in lawn care, and then I'm going to, let me uncheck this because that doesn't really matter. I don't need first. Okay. So I can only search people. So now I have the lawn care keyword and people. Okay, now I can choose the connection I want, just like before. I can add any location. So, like I said, if I only wanted to search, Florida or Canada or wherever, or I'll just choose United States. So now we have show results there. So basically, and you can choose the company, whatever. So you choose the filters here that you want to use. You can also even use any of these filters if you wanted to add. So once you get all of your filters and your search created, what you do is you just copy this URL and you go back to Linvo, and then you paste the URL here. Now, it does say when you go to add link, it'll ask you, I have a LinkedIn normal or premium account, or I have sales, LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, so if you just have a normal account, you want to click here, and then it tells you what to do, right? So you just go to LinkedIn, put in your filters, and then when you're done, you just copy and paste the URL here. So that's all you have to do, and then click finish. Okay, now I've already done that. So once you click finish, of course you want to save. Now you can add, it automatically has the first step here. Okay, so the first step, we're basically building out like a conversation within LinkedIn, but this is all done for you. Okay, so I don't have to, I can be connecting with lawn care business owners, 80 of them a day, and I never have to be on LinkedIn. Okay, this is why this is so powerful. So the first step in this is you can click here and it'll show you. So the first step, I'm connecting, right? And I'm just saying hello, whatever their name is. I see we are, let me fix that right now. We are both, oh, I see we both own lawn care businesses. Let's connect. Okay, so generate text, and that's the first message. Then after they respond, or after they accept the connection request, it will actually send this. Now, if they respond, it'll say, actually, I think once they accept the connection request, it goes to the next step. Okay, so this is the next step. So it says, I chose a message plus email scraping. So it's going to send a message and it's also going to capture their email. Okay. So the message that they're going to send as soon as they connect, it's hi, whatever their name is. I'm the owner of Bartlett Lawn Care here in Whiteland, Indiana. If you don't mind me asking, what system do you use to manage your routes and billing processes? Okay. Now notice I asked them a question because I want them to respond. Now when they respond, no matter what they respond, it's going to send another message that says, I wasn't trying to pry into your business. I just wanted to tell you that I spent the first 2 years in this business trying to find a way to automate the estimate, request process, approval, auto billing, and route management. So in an effort to give back, I actually created a system that does all of this for free. You get a website template, it integrates directly with Yardbook, blah, blah, blah. You can demo it here. If I don't speak to you again, have a great season. Bridget Bartlett. So this whole conversation is being made for me, okay? So if you check your analytics, you'll see so far, and I just started this, so far I've made 12 connection requests and 1 has been approved. Okay, so it tells me there. Now you can go here and you can see all of your contacts. And these are all the connection requests that it's sending. Okay, so you can sort them by name, title, with or without an email, which campaign, the status, location, all of that stuff. So if you have like I was saying, if you have Zapier connected, you could actually export all of these to a Google spreadsheet, and then you could have the Google spreadsheet or you could actually export these to your own list. Okay, so just so many options. They also have an option here where you can actually pull in your linked posts, your LinkedIn posts, and then you can add to pods. Okay, now I'm just figuring all of this out, but it brings in all of the posts that you have shared, and then it says here, get more likes for your posts from real users. How does it work? Join a pod, add your post to the pod. Each member of the pod will like your post. In return, you will like their posts. When you give like, you get a like back. So it says subscribe now and get an additional 20 likes. Now, it says here that I have available pods to create 4, and then available likes 6. Now, honestly, I don't know how to. I don't know how to get back to that. I don't know how to like the things, but again, I just discovered this yesterday, and this was so cool that I immediately just bought it. I was like, I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to figure it out later. You can see all of your posts here and the analytics for each one. You can also add categories here to categorize them. So super, super cool. You also have a calendar here. Again, I'm not really sure what is on this calendar, if it shows your campaigns or how that works. I have no idea. But anyway, so this is basically the rundown of LinkedIn. You know, it's just like we talked about Facebook, how you want to make your connections, you want to search for the people who are looking. It's all about the lawn care business owner. Okay, so if you want to do it the manual way and you just want to sort through here and make your connections, and then once they're connected, you want to private message them and do everything that I just told you in this campaign. You could exactly just message them exactly what I just posted here, or you could get Lenvo and do it for you. Now, like I was saying about the AppSumo, $49 for a lifetime. Okay, you never have to pay for this again. It's not one of those monthly things. LinkedIn Navigator, if you look, let's see what, I don't know if it has the actual prices, but it's very, very expensive in reality. Let's look. Oh, explore all plans. $65 a month for LinkedIn Navigator. But you do get these options. So again, it just depends on your business. And so make sure that you check out all those free resources that I gave you. So hopefully you can save some money. And if you don't need the LinkedIn Navigator, maybe you just want to use Lenvo. Maybe you want to use the premium and get the LinkedIn Navigator and Lenvo. Maybe you just want to dominate LinkedIn. I mean, by all means, go for it. You do use hashtags on LinkedIn too, so that will help you get more traffic to your posts and things like that. When you are on LinkedIn, if you just scroll through here, make sure that you're sharing professional things. Like I would never share this here. It's like a personal thing. These are not, but you know, this would be business related. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that whatever content you're sharing, it is relevant to the platform. It's business. Okay, so if you are a marketing agency, you want to come here and you want to share tips with them about how to promote their business online, how to get traffic on LinkedIn. I mean, that would be a great thing that you know all of your connections on LinkedIn want to know how to get traffic on LinkedIn. So share tips like that. I just shared with you that checklist. You know, you could, like I said, can create an entire social media campaign for the month based on that checklist alone. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you got some value from this. Tomorrow I'm not really sure. I don't want to tell you. We'll leave tomorrow a surprise, but we are going to check out another place where you can find local business leads for our lawn care offer that we created. Okay, so Monday was Facebook. Tuesday was LinkedIn. Tomorrow's going to be a surprise. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go build it with Builderall. Thank you so much for joining me for today's live training. Don't forget to text the word live to 1317-623-4596 so you never miss a training. And click the link above or below this video to join the Builder